Alright, buddy, this is a rough morning for you, okay? We need to do an anger check. Where is your anger on a scale of 1 to 10? I'm gonna mark that down as a 6. Hi, everyone. Austin Matthews! Well, time for a rebuild.
This team is ruining my life!
This no-good, rotten, thieving pile of blue and white excrement loses 4-1 to Andrei Vasilevsky, Nikita Kucherov, Jonathan Drouin, Victor Hedman, and the Norfolk Admirals. They lose 4-1 in regulation. All they had to do was win the game. They could have even lost in the shootout and they would have clinched the playoff spot. But you know what? The second half of the game was arguably the worst second half of any game they have had this entire season. And they are right on the verge of screwing this whole thing up. Tampa, all they gotta do is win out. You know they're going to. It's the Leafs. Islanders, all they gotta do is win out. You know they're going to. It's the Leafs. You know what? There is gonna be a tiebreak game. There's gonna be a tiebreak game. Oh, how are the Leafs gonna lose that heartbreakingly? By not being in it, it'll be the Lightning and Islanders somehow. That's how. What a god-awful second half to this game. They teased me. They made me think they were into it. Nazem Kadri ties it up, and I'm like, oh, this is going to be great. Nikita Kucherov makes it 2-1, and then the Leafs are not in it. From a moment after that, Austin Matthews looked all right. William Nylander, I forgot his name, that's how bad he was, looked lazy and passive in this one. Zach Hyman looked overwhelmed. We're going to go through every line. I needed more out of Komarov. Connor Brown was not nearly the forechecking beast that I'm used to seeing him. Kadri was okay. JVR, Bozak, Marner, that whole line stunk on ice. JVR and Marner both looked scared. Bozak looked immobile. I wasn't going to call him lazy. The guy looks like he can't move. The guy is clearly hurt. The fourth line was brutal. Matt Martin is what Matt Martin is. Kasperi Kapanen, I'm not going to lie, I'm super disappointed in the way he's played. I thought he was going to be way better. Ultimately, he's a rookie. Veteran, the guy who's played 100 playoff games since God knows when. He leads the entire league in that category. Brian Boyle, he's supposed to be this bright, shining knight in armor from the stupid Tampa Bay Lightning. They gave up a second-round pick for him. This guy, after every blown play, Babcock always talking about bad body language. This guy has the worst body language on the entire team, and he's the biggest vet. He's the biggest vet. Roman Polak might have been... No. Matt Hunwick might have been the Leafs' best defenseman in this one. He looked okay, and at least he was getting into it. Roman Polak was trying a whole bunch of stuff, and none of it amounted to anything. Jake Gardiner, too. Nikita Zaitsev, I don't even remember a single play. Morgan Riley tried the same thing over and over and over again, and it failed every time. Connor Carrick, I think, might have been benched for this game. Freddie Anderson looked good. I think we're up to 3 good Leafs. I think that's about it. And Jack Adams nominee, Jack Adams winner already apparently, even though the Leafs haven't clinched a playoff spot, Mike Babcock. What is going on? For the final 10 minutes of the game, for almost the entire final 10 minutes, Leafs go up the left wing boards, get stuffed. Leafs go up the left wing boards, get stuffed. Leafs go up the left wing boards, get stuffed. I am a blogger with mental problems and I picked up on that, Mike. You think John Cooper and the Lightning haven't? Do something different. Holy smokes! Matthews, who almost blew out his knee, Kadri, Anderson. Those are the only 3 people I had any faith in this one. Okay, I'm sorry if I'm yelling and screaming. I just seem like a bit of a psychopath right now, okay? I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. There's a reason that I'm this crazy. There's a reason that so many Leafs fans are this crazy. The Leafs haven't made it to the playoffs in a full season since 2004. You know who ended their playoff run that year? Jeremy Roenick. He has already had a broadcasting career long enough that people find him annoying. That is how long ago that was. I don't even know the amount of years ago that was. It was 13 years ago. You have a teenaged fan that was born that night. I just had to take a breather. I'm not done. So you want me to be optimistic? Yeah. Hey, you know what? They finished last place last year. They finished with 69 points. They got 93 points this year. You know how much of an improvement that is? 24-point improvement? Are you kidding me? That's amazing. That is something to cheer for. That is something to be so happy about. Shove it up the thing behind you because they had 3 games to lock it down. I know they've only played one of them, but now their next 2 games are against the Pittsburgh Penguins and the Columbus Blue Jackets, and they're back-to-back, And they still might only get a tie out of that. They might not make it at all. And now, a season where nothing was expected of the team. Nothing was expected of the team. Might end in failure. Do you understand? They changed the logo. They changed the entire personnel. They fired 18 scouts on the same day. And this is still happening! So all in all, you can understand why I'm a little bit psychotic. Now that we've gotten all that out of the way, here's why I would have liked the Leafs to clinch. 1, would have been able to enjoy my weekend. 2, I'm going to play a clip for you. I'm going to play a little clip. It's about a minute long. Just bear with me. Hey, you've watched the video for this long. At the end of the 2005-2006 season, the Leafs staged an improbable run towards a playoff spot. They were almost there. They were almost going to make it. All they needed was for Tampa to lose the final 2 games of the season. What happened? Second last game of the season. I said second last game of the season. Tampa Bay is in overtime with the Carolina Hurricanes. There are less than 11 seconds left in overtime. Here is the call.
But Boyle knocks it away. Oh boy, St. Louis, a breakaway. Nix shoots. St. Louis, baby. St. Louis. He went there for the Lightning in overtime with 10.7 seconds left to go in the OT. Up yours, referees. I'm sorry, folks, but I couldn't believe what I saw with that penalty. St. Louis put it in the net, baby, and the Lightning reduced the magic number to 1. Toronto is done. See you later, Maple Leafs. I like that. I like that a lot.
Now, first of all, if I ever hear one of you complain about Paul Romanuk ever again, I don't know who that guy is, but he couldn't do play-by-play at the school I went to. And I'm not talking about university, I mean high school. We didn't even have a play-by-play guy. Up yours, referees. That's a real quote. And most importantly, see you later, Maple Leafs. I like that. I like that a lot. I have been storing that clip under my floorboard since 2006, and it haunts me like the beating heart. Forget the Jeremy Rona goal in 2004. The Leafs were this close to at least making it to the dance in 2005-2006, and Tampa ruined it. And then that call happened. I wanted the Leafs to get their revenge on Tampa 11 years later, face to face. But what's better? No. That's not perfect enough. Because I yelled and screamed about how the Leafs stink and they stunk in this game, and they did. But guess what? They don't stink like they stunk in the last game, the last 2 games, as a matter of fact. At least they were tired for the Capitals one. I don't know what the hell their excuse for this one was. The Leafs are not this team. They have 2 games left, one against Pittsburgh and one against Columbus. They know they're playing each other, and they know Pittsburgh has home ice advantage, and Columbus is going to be the road team for the first 2 games. They know this. There is no reason for those 2 teams to play their heart out over the next couple of games. And Tampa won. They beat the Leafs in their 3rd last game of the season. You win. You stay alive. Congrats. I hope you hang on to that little bit of hope, because it's going to be so much sweeter when the Leafs take it away from you when they beat the Pittsburgh Penguins on Saturday night. You know why they're going to do that? Because there is no other option. What about Columbus? Are you trying to sound inspiring or not? The Lightning could lose their way out of the playoffs. People have been saying that all week long. The Islanders could lose their way out of the playoffs. People have been saying that all week long. How about this? Gonna throw it out there. The Leafs could win their way in! And you saw it in Tampa. You saw it. They knew they were playing for their playoff lives. It didn't matter how many AHLers they had in their lineup. It didn't matter how many knees they went for either. It didn't matter. They were playing for their playoff lives. They had the eye of the tiger. Bloodlust. They wanted it. And this weekend, you will see that same attitude from the Toronto Maple Leafs. And if you don't, well, they don't belong in the playoffs at all, do they? I have so many superstitions. I didn't wear my Leafs jersey during the Leafs-Tampa game because the last time I wore my Leafs jersey during a game, the Leafs lost. I always wear my Bab socks. I have 4 different pairs of Bab socks. I have road Bab socks, home Bab socks, and I wear the home ones when they're home, and they usually win when I do that. I have this special pair of Leafs boxers that I put on. They're like 7-0 since I discovered this superstition. I took them out of the laundry and wore them again for this game because I didn't wear them against the Capitals, and that is clearly why they lost. Nope, didn't work. I wore a white shirt because they tend to win when I wear white shirts. I intentionally did not play NHL. I didn't play any video games because whenever I play NHL 17 or NHL whatever year and I win, the Leafs lose. That is what I always tell myself. I know that's not true. I know it's not crazy. I know I'm just decent at NHL video games, and for as long as I've been playing them, the Leafs have been bad. But guess what? Those are my superstitions. And if I follow all my superstitions to a T, the Leafs will win. No. It's not up to us. It's not. It's up to them. Now, I don't know how much mumbo jumbo you believe in, but one thing was said about this Leafs team earlier in the season, and I think it's absolutely true. You see it in the vets, and they go, oh no, here we go again. And I think it rubs off on the young players as well. And it rubbed off on the ACC, which is a morgue on a lot of nights anyway. If you go to this game on Saturday, I don't give a damn what the score is. You need to be as loud as freaking possible. Not booing them off the ice like some people did, although I'm not sure how much I blame you for the Thursday game. You need to be loud! Or at very least don't put out the negative vibes that I saw on camera so much. And maybe it gives them a little bit of a spark. Maybe it gives them a little bit of confidence. Maybe it helps them realize that it is up to them. That is it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell all your friends that the Leafs are making the playoffs. They're making the playoffs! Are you in?